All right, good morning, everyone. Today I will introduce the vertex form and how we're going to turn a vertex form into a standard form or convert it back from standard form back to the vertex form. Okay, so first I want to show you the vertex form, right? F of x will be equivalent to a time x minus h, and then we square and add k. So it's a pair that you can see the h and the k in the equation, which is the vertex, right? It's a point of the parabola, right? So the lowest point or the highest point of the parabola is the vertex. Okay, so we are given a vertex form, and we try to convert them back to the standard form. That's the goal. All right, and then we will see something related to perfect square trinomial. Okay, so you will be giving a binomial square, and we're gonna expand it. Either you're gonna do the FOIL method, but since we factoring and we have seen these, so we can do it as a fast way. So basically you square the first term, and then you double the terms, and then you square the last terms. Okay, we're gonna practice and see how it works. Instead of FOIL, and it take longer time, but also you can do FOIL. All right, number one, this is a vertex form, and our job is to expand and turn it into a standard form. So we can see, we can turn this into a perfect square trinomial. Okay. All right, so we're gonna square the first term. So x squared, we're gonna have x squared. And then we're gonna double each term. So if we double 2 times x times 2, which is what? 4x, right? Okay, and then we double this is negative, so this will be negative. And then we square the last term, which is negative 2, we squared it, which is positive 4. And don't forget there's a 3. And after that, we combine the like term. We're going to have x squared minus 4x plus 7. So that is yours. Okay. All right. And you can see that it's like ax squared plus bx plus c. And we good. All right. Number 2. So we can see that we have to do so based on PEMDAS, right? So we have to do the exponent first before we multiply them, right? So let's take care of this part, okay? So instead of doing FOIL, we're gonna try to do the perfect square trinomial. So x, we've squared the first term, we got x squared. We double the terms, so double 3 will be 6. Right? And then drop out the x. Instead of 2 times x times 3, it's the same thing as 6x, right? And then we square the second term with 3 squared, which is 9. Okay? It's not 6, okay? It's 3 squared, 3 times 3. And then we dropped out this 2. Okay? And then we are going to do multiply before we subtract. So make sure you distribute to all of these terms. You got negative 2x squared minus 12x minus 18, and then minus 3. Drop out this 3. So we're going to combine the like term, and you will have a standard form. So negative 2x squared, negative 12x. This will become negative 21, right? All right, you can pause the video and try number 3, or you can do that with me. Okay, again, I'm going to take care of the exponent before I multiply. So x squared, double each term will be minus 4x, because this is minus. And negative 2, we square them, we have 4. All right, and then drop down the 1/2 and minus 4. All right, make sure you distribute to each an individual. So we have 1/2 x squared. Half of 4 will be 2. Half of 4 will be 2. Okay, and then drop down the 4. And then this is your standard form. And half x squared minus 2x minus 2. Okay, ax squared plus bx plus c. So that's the standard form. All right, now to come to the hard part is convert from a standard form to the vertex form. Okay, I'm going to show you 2 ways that you can apply and use it, but you can pick either one that you will apply and use it in the future. All right, so because this is a vertex form, so that means we're going to apply and use the vertex. Okay, so we're going to use the example right here and do it at the same time by looking at the step, right? First, we're going to find a vertex H and K, where H is the line of symmetry, given the formula. So on your star sheet, it looks like x equal to negative b over 2a, which is the same thing with the H, okay? Which is halfway done with the vertex. All right, so let's use that. Okay, this is A, this is B, this is C. Okay, we're gonna apply and use to find H. Negative b over 2 times A. So we have negative 6. A is 1, so 2 times 1 is 2, negative 3. All right, so we are done with the H. Plug in the equation to find a K. Okay, so this, we're gonna plug it back in. You can use the calculator, right? So I'm gonna change the color so it's easier. So negative 3, we square, plus 6 times a negative 3 minus 8. Now, if you put it in a calculator, make sure you use the parenthesis for the negative, okay? So I'm gonna pause and put it in my calculator, or you can do mental math. So negative 3 square minus 18 minus 8, and you got negative 17. So your K equivalent to negative 17. All right, now we're gonna plug it, but step 2, substitute H and K into the vertex equation. All right, so we have f of x, okay? Now, there is the A right here, okay? Since there is nothing that you can factor this out, right? So there is no A, which is 1 actually, right? We're gonna see A will be something on the example number 2, and I'll show you. So basically, there's no A in this scenario. X minus H, X is negative 3. So minus to a negative 3 will become plus 3. Square. And then add K. This is minus, so we keep the minus sign. So it's go back to your standard form that way, okay? All right, option 2, find a perfect square trinomial. Okay, so earlier we used this method, perfect square trinomial. We're gonna see how this is gonna apply to get back to the vertex form. Okay, also if you want to review these example, you can click on this video. All right, so the same problem, right? So step one, we're gonna try to get rid of the C. We're not gonna get rid of, we just move it around. So I try to move this away by adding 8 on both sides, right? And if I adding A, I got y plus 8. I'm gonna move it to this side, okay? And that's left me with x squared plus 6x. Okay, so this is where the perfect square trinomial come in. The reason is why we need it, because on the vertex form, it's written down at x minus h squared, right? So we need the perfect square trinomial in here. Okay, so let's get back to this. Now, we're gonna fill in this blank, okay? We're gonna borrow something, and of course, if we borrow, we're gonna return it in later, all right? So this is halfway done. We square the first term, we double the each term, and we need something. We're gonna get something that we're gonna do. We're gonna square the last term at the end. So let's imagine this will be 2 times x times what to get 6 times 3, right? So we need 3, and then we have to square the last term. This will be 3 squared. So that will satisfy 6x with this 3, right? Because 2 times 3 gets 6x, and then with the x. All right, so that means using this, you can recognize it's basically x plus 3, and then we square them. Okay, it kind of confused, but when you do more example, you will see how it works. All right, and basically borrow what? I borrow 9, right? 3 squared, which is 9. Now, of course, you borrow, you have to return, right? It's like on the left side right here, because you add 9. So all right, so you add 9 on the right side. So that means you have to add 9 on the left side, right? To make the scale even, right? So 8 plus 9, you got 17, correct? And then your final equation, right? You have to bring this to the right side. So you basically take away the 17 on the left side and put it on the right side. Okay? So your final vertex form will be y equal to, this is gone, right? X plus 3 squared subtract 17. And as you can see, the matter which way you work in on your find a vertex form or find a perfect square trinomial, you still get the same answer. Okay? I'm going to do one more example with you. Okay, this is harder, so just stay with me. All right, so we're going to use both ways to solve it, and then after that, you can pick and choose which one you like. All right, so we're going to find the vertex with the standard form, right? So remember, the h will be negative b over 2a. So I have, this is negative 8, so opposite, negative b will be just 8. 2 times 2, 2 times 8, 2 times 2 is 4. So 8 over 4 is 2. Okay, so h is 2. Okay, now we're going to find a k, right? The k, if we have the h, okay, to find a k, we're going to plug it back here in here. All right, so 2 times 2 squared minus 8 times 2 plus 1. You can use the calculator to help you. 2 squared is 4. 2 times 4 is 8 minus 16 plus 1. And you will get negative 7. Okay, I'm going to double check my work. Okay, and then we're going to plug h and k into the vertex equation, and then we're done. All right, so f of x will be, so for this one, okay, take, okay, where's the vertex equation? I will need to show you something, all right? Don't forget, there's also the a in front of x minus h squared, okay? And I'm gonna show you how this a come in. So, take a look on this one. We have 2x squared minus 8x, okay? We're going to use the GCF, but we only use for the coefficient. We don't touch the variable, okay? So 2x squared minus 8x, okay? So I'm going to bring out the GCF, which is the 2. And inside, I will have x squared minus 4x. Okay, so this is basically your a, okay, the GCF of the coefficient only. All right, so in here, this is my a, which is 2, okay, and I have x. Let's just write out the form right here so you can see. That's how you substitute back into the equation. All right, so your h is positive 2. So I was x minus 2 square. And then add k. K is minus 7, so I keep minus 7. Okay, so now you know how to find the a, right? We're going to do the GCF of ax squared plus bx, but we don't touch the variable, okay? All right, next option 2, find the perfect square of this trinomial. We're going to use the same problem to solve it. First, we need to get rid of the c, right? This is add 1. Okay, to get rid of it, I'm going to move it to the left side, and I'm going to do minus 1. Okay, minus 1 to get rid, so I'm going to minus 1. So I got this. All right, and now we're going to take care ax squared plus bx. All right, so again, we have to do the GCF, right, which is bring out the 2. Inside I have x squared minus 4x. Okay. So now we're going to bring in perfect square trinomial. Okay, so 8x squared minus 4x, and I'm going to have to add with something. All right, so imagine the first term you square it. The second term will be 2 times x times what to get 4? Times 2. So this missing a 2. And we have to square the last term basic for the perfect square trinomial. So we have 2 square. Okay, and then after that we have, since I write it down for you, this 2 of the GCF, but when you really do it, you have to drop out the 2. All right, so now you have x minus 2. Right, with the perfect square trinomial. All right, minus 1. Okay, so since we borrow, this is the part that you have to pay attention. We basically borrow 4, right? 2 squared is 4. We borrow 4. But since we have to do distributive, okay, 2 times 4 is 8. So we basically borrow 8, right? If we borrow 8 on the right side, we have to plug it back into the left side to make it even. All right, so we borrow 8. Now let's just take care of this. Minus 1 plus 8, basically plus 7, right? So let's get another step right here. Y plus 7 equal to 2 times x minus 2 squared. All right, so your final vertex form, we need to bring this 7 to the right side. Then you will have, either you can say y equal to a f of x, y equal to 2x minus 2 minus 7. That is your vertex form. Okay, and let's check our work to see is that match with the vertex form. Yay. Okay. All right, you can stop the video and practice 3, 4, and 5. And I'll just show you the answer. And if you cannot figure it out, come to us. We're going to help you. And please stop the video right here and work on 3, 4, and 5. And then you can check your answer at the end. Okay, I just write out the answer. All right, have a good day.